What's up, people? What's up, people? What's up, people? It is your boy MM2K back again with my co-host. I ain't gonna use the other one because he ain't no true hip hop fan. He don't understand the terminology. But if y'all follow the show, y'all know what I'm talking about. But my co-host with the most, Project Storm. So how you doing today, good brother? You know I gotta mess with you.
I was doing better before I got on this damn podcast today, man. I had a good day at work. You know what I'm saying? It rained real hard, right? But the sun came out, and then all of a sudden, here I am, man. Dealing with MM2K. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with MM2 damn K.
Oh, man.
But I'm straight, brother. Hey, we got a whole lot to be talking about. Hey, how many consecutive weeks have we gone with all this damn news, man?
Man, crazy.
Like, think
crazy.
about it.
Yeah.
News has been crazy. I remember we couldn't really find news, and you all had to make things up, man. All the content creators was making things up, having fun. But now it's like it's so much news, man. I hop from everybody's channel, one channel to the next, to the next, to the next, man. Everybody, like, you got people playing games. There's so much news to break down, man. So I'm excited about today, though.
Storm, you are not lying. Like, if time would permit it for me, I mean, there was a while when we weren't going through the revamp and stuff. I'm glad you said this because this is so important. We're only going to get into this a little bit because, like you said, there's so much to go over. But there was a time, for those of you that follow the platform, that I was dropping like an average of at least 2 videos a day, or video or live stream, talking for hours and forever and ever and ever. More recently, I was, until things kind of slowed down on the video front because we got so much stuff that we're working on. I can't wait to reveal it. That being said, Storm, it's gotten to a point now from, like you said, where we're like scraping the bottom of the barrel trying to find something to talk about, to now there's so much news and stuff happening that there are news articles, y'all, that I can't report on. There's so much stuff that I just look at, I see it, and I be like, I got to pick the biggest topic out of them all. But wow, man, what a difference a year makes. You know what I mean? So, crazy stuff. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hey, Storm, real quick, I know we don't have a whole bunch of people present right now in the chat, but can you shout out who's there? The early bird gets the
man, we got the right people because they're the early birds, man. We got Stefan always coming through. Stefan, y'all. Kessel Runners in the building. Short G. And those members at the top, y'all. Look at that beautiful green right there.
Oh, man, beautiful green.
MM2K, you know what I just realized, man?
What's that?
I need to be a member of my damn self, man. I just thought about that. I'm like, I want the green. I want the green. I'm tired of this blue, this purple, whatever the hell it is. I want to go green. You know what I'm saying? So check this out. We got Short G, I think I said. We got Ron Slusher in the building, man. Randy Barrios, what's going on? And Menorah's in the house. So y'all know what time it is, reminding us that Young Yeezy made another video on Stadia, man. And it's doomed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we'll get into some of that. We'll get into some of that. Tommy Bulls in the building. Yo, we got Yui in the house. What's going on? Yui found her way over. Y'all better check out. Hey, now the first name Yui knows, we can't pronounce the first name. One day I'm gonna talk to her. She's gonna tell us how to break it down. And I always remember. But Yui is in the building. What's going on? How are you doing?
What is up,
If
Yui?
y'all want to see some dope ass Monster Hunter gameplay, you better check her out. She has a YouTube channel right here. It's always on Twitter and all that stuff. Check her out, man. Yui's in the house. Glad to see you. Collins Dynasty is in the building as well, saying what it do to
All
you, bro.
in.
All right, Charles Arden is in the house, man. That's our I don't want to call him our informer. And speaking of informer, man, MM,
Yes,
do you
sir.
have anything planned about Game Informer anytime during the show
Woo!
that we could talk about?
Do I have a thing planned for Game Informer? Oh man. They
Yo.
going hey look, they gonna need the gauze and the iodine stick. Remember when Grandmama used to put the little iodine on your little scabs? They gonna need the gauze and the iodine today, baby, because we going in.
So we got Charles in the house. Charles is always dropping that good knowledge, that news, man. Always looking to find something, like myself, like MM2K. We are out there in the weeds, always looking for that gem. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the announcements and everything that we could break down for y'all that you may not have found yet. So Charles is right. He fits right at home with us, man. So who else? 22 is in the building, man. Hit that like button is what he said. So y'all better go ahead and do it. You know, Marcus G. Knight is in the house. Marcus G. Knight's been around kicking it with us, man. It's good to see all of you. I'm not gonna lie to you. Unitrix in the building, man. Damn, I can't keep up with all this MM2K. Yes, I can't keep up with all the people showing up for the. Hey, you must have been on fire today on Twitter or something. I have everybody jumping in right now. Christopher Torres was in my PUBG stream last night, man. I almost got that chicken dinner two times. I could have brought the dinner home, but some crazy things was happening, man. I got my kills up and all that. We'll get into it when we talk about what we were playing, though. And now your mama knows in the house. What's going on? What's the deal,
Anthony,
man?
Cowboy.
We got that cowboy, but we don't have. I lied. Hold on. Let me keep on going down. Jittery Core JC. Early birds get their work. You already know what it is. And the worm, man. The work and the worm.
Absolutely.
So you just reminded y'all, she just dropped a new video. I'm trying to tell you, if you like Monster Hunter, check it out. We got Actuary Stud saying, what up? Then there it is. I was kind of concerned that Ray Sherrod wasn't going to be in the building and Cowboy is around. We can't have the Cowboy and then no Cyborg because it's not balanced, man. Like, if Cowboy takes over, then it puts Cyborg out of business.
Cowboy versus
vice versa, man. So you know what it is. We got Monkey Boys in the house was also in the PUBG stream last night that I did, man. So, yo, let's go, MM2K.
Absolutely. Hey, look, let's pay the bills real quick because I know people are here to hear the fiery discussion that we got to have. Look, we hate to do this. Storm and I, we're trying to turn a new leaf, Storm, right? We try to turn a new leaf. We're trying to, be more with the elevator music and the crumpets and tea. But y'all keep pulling us back, baby. So we got to do what we do best. It's like when Obama hit that fadeaway and he was like, this is what we do. This is what we do. Sorry.
Yo, speaking of the tea, man, shout out to Rock, man. Rock came in Clyde's Monday night chat, man. It was dope, by the way. Clyde Ellington here on YouTube and on Twitter, man. Y'all be checking out Lord Kenzel of Stadia and all that. He does his thing on PUBG as well, man. He was Rock came through. And then he put the little emoji up with the tea. You know how I'm saying? How they point the end, a little pinky finger and all that stuff to properly drink the tea, man. I was laughing like hell because it was right on time, man. It was crazy. Facts, but anyway, that's what it reminded me of when you said that.
So here's the thing. Let's pay the bills real quick. Today's show is SSC Podcast. That is a show that is hosted by Project Storm and myself. We air this show every Wednesday, normally around 1 p.m., but we was just talking before we went live. We might slide this back to 2 p.m. You know what I'm saying? I'm checking now on scheduling conflicts only because there's so much great Stadia content. I really don't want to overlap if we don't have to. But if what I think is happening, then this might be our new time. Anyway, this is a show. It airs every Wednesday, 1 or 2 p.m. Stadia, Dosage platform. Definitely tag this one. Check this out. And subscribe to us here if you're not subscribed for some great Stadia content. All right, next is up. It's Thursdays. Now, we do this like once, one Thursday out of every month at this current juncture. That is the Commission Podcast. That is the podcast that is also hosted by Project Storm and myself. But it also includes Snow Bunny Gaming and our homegirl Tron Gaming of the Roundtable Podcast.
Tron-A.
We might have some more, permanent hosts and stuff like that. Just stay tuned. Stay tuned. But the next episode of that is coming up soon. That airs on Thursdays, one Thursday a month on the MM2K channel. Go look up MM2K videos, on YouTube to get access to that channel. Then on Saturdays is the SML Podcast. That is the fully interactive community podcast hosted by Storm and myself again, but we take live phone calls, we take viewer mail, all that good stuff. there's a focus on Stadia, but we talk all things gaming. You know what I'm saying? Like we talked about Game Pass last week, whatever some serious numbers. That Saturday, either on this platform or on Project Storm's channel. So look up the famous Project Storm, property of Walmart. Look up the famous Project Storm. Look him up on YouTube. Go subscribe to his channel so you don't miss an episode of that great show. Sundays, we got so much stuff going on Sundays. One Sunday a month. It is a show hosted by Jack Deslip and myself. It is the number show for Stadia. We had our first inaugural episode last Sunday. It was fire. Definitely check it out. Thank you for those that stuck around for the technical difficulties, but we got that all scrubbed out and cleaned out. Also on Sundays, my homie Project Storm. I want to give a special shout out to Storm and Stadia Rev because they doing their thing on the Revolutionary Storm. That alternates back on Project Storm's channel and on Stadia Rev's channel. Go look for Stadia Revolution on YouTube. Sign to him, sub to him on YouTube for that show. And the return of Yang Meets Yang of Gaming. That is the show where Project Storm, Snow Bunny Gaming, and Rome Rush, they host that show. They talk about all things gaming. Definitely check them out. That show airs at 2 p.m. The Revolutionary Storm is at 11 a.m., right, Storm?
That's Eastern time, 11 a.m. right
Eastern. Now. Yep, 11 a.m. Eastern. And the number show that me and Jack do once a month. We do it the first Sunday of every month. That's at 3 p.m. Eastern, first Sunday of every month. I think I got it all.
Now you can breathe, bro.
Now I can breathe. With that said, before we get into the tabernacle of today, Storm, what you been playing since last episode, brother?
Oh, damn. You caught me with my shorts down, man. Hold on. Damn. All right, so I played May the 4th was yesterday. So May the 4th be with you all. May the 5th now. Wait a minute. Cinco de Mayo? Hold on, bro. I gotta get me some damn tequila or something, man.
Yeah, exactly.
What the hell is going on around here? Close that door, boy. We're live. My son's out here dancing when I said tequila. Sit your little butt down, man. Anyway, Cinco de Mayo, man. I tell you what, but Star Wars, I did get it in on the Fallen Order, Jedi Fallen Order, yesterday or whatever. It was a dope stream, by the way, man. I figured out this hard ass puzzle, man, where you had to find these big ass like balls and put them in place or whatever to get to the next place, the next area, or whatever. It was crazy, but with the help of some people that came through, man. I appreciate each and every one. They know who they are, man. Came through and encouraged me to do good and not give up, man. And I got it done. So I did that. I've been playing that. I got it on a Forza Motorsport 7 for PC, man. Beautiful game. Running the game. I was running it at up to 200 frames per second at 4K resolution, ultra settings and all that, man. GTX. I said GTX. RTX 3080 is in the building, y'all. Y'all know. Also, I went over. I played some Dirt 5, man. Beautiful. Resident Evil Village demo on 3 different platforms in 2K. That's Stadia, that's PC, that's Series X. Stadia felt the best.
Okay.
Can't lie to y'all. It felt good, man, because I'm playing in the cloud. See, PC is native hardware real quick. That's native hardware, right? Series X feels good and everything, y'all, but I get input latency. I can't lie. I paid my $500. I got to keep it real about the system, right? So I'm one of the ones, and not everybody does, but I'm one of the ones that get this strange ass input latency, and it drives me crazy. At times, it doesn't happen all the time, but it happens, and then you can feel it, you can notice it. But at the same time, I tried Dying Light and stuff like that over on, the FPS boost games or whatever that they announced for Series X. I hopped over there, played some of those, man, and they all felt very good. Dying Light is one. Alien Isolation is another one. And Recore. Recore was the main one I wanted to try because the performance of that one was kind of iffy. I don't want to say trash, but it was iffy at times. So I went back over there. That felt good too, MM. So, as usual, I jump all over the place, man, with these games.
Absolutely. I got you. Well, you want to know the plethora of games that I played? You want to know all of the games that I played
Before we find out what you played, man, we got to understand that G Millie is in the building, man.
That crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Sean L is in the building. Rachel Rod and all them already said, man. They're in the house, man. So before we get into that, I had to shout out G Millie because we don't want no problems on Saturday when we host SML and G Millie calls in. Live phone calls. He takes full advantage of it.
G Millie, you so crazy. I need you to do me a favor, bro. Drop your link in the chat, man. Y'all need to follow to understand what I'm talking about, to make sure so y'all are aware that I'm not making this up. Y'all need to follow this good brother G Millie, and he's crazy. He's nuts, and he always calls up SML podcast. Y'all gotta tune in to SML. Just like Storm said, we don't want no problems, but he calls up every SML with some crazy stuff and just have me bursting out the seams and laughter.
I'm surprised Lloyd didn't hit him up like G Millie, man. I need you to, if you're gonna be me, you got to be the best Lloyd Henderson you could be, man. Because I say there ain't no damn Lloyd Henderson, man. Lloyd's voice is deeper than that, bro. We know Lloyd, but it was just all in, you know.
And Lloyd sounds happier, you know. G Millie, I'm Lloyd. You're like, come on, now, maybe Lloyd with a toothache or something like that. Lloyd sounds like a
shout out
much
to Lloyd
happier
and Bill, man, from
exactly. Shout out to Nerdnest. But you got to check. You can check out this nutcase, G Millie. No, he has a fantastic channel. I love my brother. Definitely a big time supporter. And G Million, I fixed the issue that we were having. As you'll see when we go to the slide, he's been a supporter, and for some reason the slide was being janky. Didn't show him as a supporter. He's been a supporter of this platform too. He's part of the member family. But with that said, no further ado. What have I been playing? All the games. Drum roll, please. Judgment. That's it. That's all I played this week.
You gotta be kidding me. You played the Resident Evil demo though, bro.
You know what? Does that consider? You know what? You're right. Thank you for saving me.
Did you play any Outriders this week?
No Outriders. Nope. Okay, I did play the Resident Evil demo, and that was Sunday. That was barely Sunday that I played that. So yes, you're right, and it's part of our first look, or my first look is going to be Resident Evil. However, I was supposed to put that out on Monday, but something's going on with YouTube. I don't know if it's just me. Is it all of y'all? It's taken forever to render anything above 1080p, and this is a 4K 60 stream. Yes, 4K 60 streams are capable on Stadia.
Yeah. 4K 60. Come on, MM2K with 4K 60. Come on, man. We don't believe it. We need more people.
I put a couple of them out there. I put out now nothing really graphically intensive, except for Judgment. That's the most graphically intensive game. But no, I put Cyberpunk out there too. We got a 4K 60 stream of Cyberpunk. We got a 4K 60 stream of Judgment, and we got a couple of 4K 60 streams of Ease 8, which I love. That's a fantastic. Damn, that might be, even though that's an older game. Phenomenal. That might be my game of the year. That's my current game for game of the year. But with that said, I'm sorry, guys, that I couldn't put it out there earlier. Hopefully, it's done rendering today. If it's done rendering today, I'll put it out tomorrow, the earliest, because I can't put it out today because we got SSC After Party. We can't overload y'all with too much goodness. So I'll put it out tomorrow. It should be done rendering today. For some reason, 4 days wasn't enough. But yeah, between Judgment and Resident Evil, that's all I've been playing, man. But I've had a good time with both of those titles.
Man, we got Clive and Chariot Man Gaming. I know he's about to continue. And Deuce 11 Penny. That's on my friend list. And I see him up there every damn day playing Stadia. If not every day, every week he's checking in on something. Deuce 11 Penny, y'all. That's my dog.
Yep. All right. We almost 20 minutes in. Let's get into these topics, baby. All right. Let's do this, man. Let's do this. Storm, you've been at work. You keep yourself above the fray. As they say, you keep yourself out of the muck, as I say. But the muck came today, baby. The muck came today. Yesterday, there was an article about John Justice leaving, right? And was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. A couple days ago, I'm sorry, excuse me. There was an article about John Justice leaving that was ushered in by 9 to 5 Google. Shout out to them. It's newsworthy. They reported the news. And they also echoed, I believe it was 9 to 5 Google. Someone else echoed sentiments that, hey, we don't know why he left. There are rumors that there are corporate-wide changes to product managers. Some people are okay with the changes, some are not. So, we don't know what's going on. But by the way, John Justice has left. Google later has confirmed that he has left, and they've wished him well on whatever his future endeavors are. Okay. So that story started Monday. Tuesday morning publications started to pick it up, but Then this news of the whole Epic versus Apple thing, which I think we'll talk about that in the after show. The Epic versus Apple thing popped and reared its ugly head. So that took that to a screeching halt. However, there was gossip news on the gossip website, Reset Era. Not saying that everything out there is false, but Reset Era had reported that there were more former Stadia alum that used to work at Stadia or used to have positions at Stadia, now surfacing as employees of Haven Studios, which is now Jade Raymond's
man.
Jade Raymond's new studio.
Let me help you out. I know you want to get into it. I know you want to get into it, man, but I'm gonna help you out on that one.
Jade Raymond's new studio. So they joined on and became part of her new studio, right? So with that being said, it's good that they got new jobs, they got new employment, all that great stuff, right, Storm?
Yep, it is.
Not the Game Informer.
That's what we wanted in MM2K. We wish that. We wish for them to have, success in finding jobs. And I thought Google would have placed a lot of them. But anyway, I'll shut up until it's my turn.
No. It's a great point that you brought that up. Let's talk about that real quick, because we're gonna get into this. We gotta ease into this so people understand what's going on. Why I'm about to kick ass and ask for names later.
Whoa.
We all wanted them to get jobs. That's what was the hope, and that Google would retain them. Shout out to our homegirl, Erin Hoffman John. Storm, remember our girl from the
come on, man. How can I forget?
How can anyone forget the illustrious Erin Hoffman John? She sent out a tweet yesterday and said, "Hey, look, y'all, I'm back. Not at Stadia, of course, but at Google." And she said, by the way, I'll have more to talk about later. She said, I'm with Google AI. I'll talk about later when I can, when I'm allowed. But I want to let y'all know, because apparently she got her ears to the ground. Anybody that wanted to stay at Google got retained at Google. You know what I'm saying? Like when their contracts was up, and as a manager who had to deal with displacement of employees and stuff like that, I get the sentiment. After that contract was up there and they officially went into displaced status, they could automatically transition into another department and really never hit displaced status. There's a lot of technical jargon and babble behind it. But to your point, Storm, the reason why I wanted to stop and pivot there is you are absolutely right. We wanted them to get jobs, and according to our homegirl, the super smart, super intelligent Erin Hoffman John, anybody that wanted to stay at Stadia, or at Google, stayed at Google. They found a job for everybody that wanted to stay. And apparently, these individuals as game developers, being that Stadia no longer has a game development wing or stint, went with Jade Raymond. That makes sense to me. They were already working collaboratively with her, working hard, and she's creating a new game studio, and she said, hey, come on over here, we can continue to dream. It's a win-win. It should be a positive news story. But again, the lamestream media and all their muck and all their garbage tried to flip it into a negative. And I'm not going to show the article. I'm not going to show their articles. There is an article that I want to exemplify and I want to show, and I will do that. But I'm not going to show that article, the one that started it all. But I'm going to say that it came from a surprising source. It came from Game Informer. And I've never known Game Informer to ambulance chase a headline. I've never known them to do that. Never. Right. They've always done impeccable reporting. Now, when their chief editor left and went to EA, Andrew McNamara, when he left, you did start to notice a change. Because I listened to the Game Informer podcast. So I started to notice a change in the reporting and stuff like that. It's kind of like when Jason Schreier left Kotaku. Now they sitting there putting all types of crazy stuff, talking about they want to see Tekken fighters' genitalia. All types of crazy stuff going over at Kotaku. Somebody need to check the water for lead over there. But anywho, now you got Game Informer getting into the muck. And they went out there and based solely off of what Reset Era, a gossip website, this is like Dear Abby stuff, but what Reset Era put out there, Storm, They didn't vet it. They didn't research it. No due diligence. They went and wrote an article that basically says, after John Justice left, now you have more, as if in consecutive order. Like these people were employed at Google with jobs and functions, and they just walked up and left. You know what I'm saying? With their bobbleheads and their squeeze balls and just left. And that's the farthest thing from the truth. Here's what I do want to do. I want to highlight the actual factual story right now. You know how we do. Shout out to Amador with the $2 super chat. What did this hater got? Oh no, he just put over a game over sticker. Shout out. Hey, Amador could have wrote a more fair Stadia article than these fools could have done over a Game Informer. I'm shocked. But you know how we do. Let me show you something.
Show it. And while you showing it, man, we got Eddie Player One in the building, y'all.
Shout out to Eddie.
Is, man. People up in the chat. I'm blaming Christopher. I have this bad habit of blaming Christopher Torres now of everything. Christopher Torres did not do a damn thing, y'all. I don't know why, but I have been giving my brother a hard time, man. So if something goes wrong, like them likes right there, y'all, them 5 likes right there, I'm gonna blame Torres, man. I don't know. He has nothing to do with it. He has nothing to do with it, but I just been blaming my brother, man. I can't. I'm just used to it now. I got a problem, MM2K. I need help.
Torres, I'm gonna deal with my brother. I'm gonna deal with him. I don't know. You know what? I did short him on a 6-pack of Old Milwaukee. I sent him a 2-pack. So I think he's a little upset about that. You're upset, but I'm gonna take care of him.
Torres knows what it is. He knows the inside joke, man. That's how we do, man. That's how we do. It's like Ray and Cyborg, man.
Absolutely. But shout out to Ben. Now, Storm, I need you to help me again on this.
I don't know if it's Schoon or Shoon. I really don't.
Okay.
I really don't.
Ben, and Ben, if you're in here, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Somebody help us. Somebody please help us.
Somebody help us.
I would say Shoon because I don't want to be wrong.
Exactly. So I'll go with Ben Shoon. Ben Shoon of 9 to 5 Google. And for the record, for full transparency, I don't want to go too far in it. You know what I'm saying? Because Ben is going to get his roses today for this one. Me and Ben haven't agreed. Actually, on this same platform, Storm, you remember, there was another article that Ben wrote that I was in total disagreement with as far as the headline is concerned. But again, to show that what we're not doing out here, Storm, is bullying people, but we ain't out here like we on Michael Jackson's Beat It with leather jackets and steel pipes, try to battle dance and whoop someone in the kneecaps.
Although I still had the jacket though.
You got the jacket? See, I lost mine.
Still got my jacket. Go ahead.
Mine was pleather. But anyway, we ain't out here hitting people in the kneecaps. We're out here, we're not attacking anything. If there's anything that we quote unquote attack, it's notions, not the person. You know what I'm saying? And even though I felt like addressing the notion that Ben had before, he gonna get his roses today, baby. This was a hell of an article from Ben Shoon. Unlike his colleagues at Game Informer or where else wanted to do the muck and go to a gossip site. This is not what we doing now. We going to gossip sites? Gossip sites. You know how like Allen Iverson was doing. This is practice. Practice? Mm-hmm. This is gossip sites. Y'all really are y'all got that much hate for this platform that y'all really are going to gossip sites now and just reporting straight from them. Not Ben Shoon of 9 to 5 Google. Let me just put to you the gist of the article that really puts his colleagues to shame. Unlike his colleagues who tried to make it seem like that these were additional people that were just sitting there working at Google and then just got up from a job that they still had and left and said, oh, we're tired of this. Stadia's dying. Here's what Ben wrote. He said, it's important to note that these employees aren't just now losing their positions. Stadia Games and Entertainment was effectively shut down as of February 1st, leaving these employees hoping to find other positions within Google or to move to a different company. The real story here is that these employees now have found their new spot and officially started their new jobs, which is great for them. And we hope for like-minded, I can't even talk right now. Similarly, great outcomes for everyone displaced by Google's mismanaged SG&E venture. Sounds like Jade Raymond's Haven Studio might be living up to its name. It's all a positive. Storm, now I turn it over to you. I'm going to shut the hell up. Storm, what are your thoughts on this revelation? I know you're new to this, so, you're all just getting hit with this right now. But what are your thoughts on the media's penchant for trying to turn anything Stadia related into doom and gloom? What the hell is going on here?
I'm very surprised at some of these people out here, man, who I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised because people thought Stadia was dead. You know what I'm saying? It's dead now to some people and all that stuff. So, man, I'm happy to see what you just read. Shout out to Ben for his thoughts on everything, because that's in line with my thoughts before I even knew what the hell was going on today.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, we knew. Again, I always had this bad habit of saying we know because Google told us. We know because Stadia said so. So I don't want to get into my arrogant bag and all that stuff, but man, like, I think the announcement was made, that they were trying to retain as many of those people. They said that those people were gonna be offered positions, right? Now, some of those people decided, hey man, I just want to take this opportunity to go seek employment elsewhere. I have my mind set on something. My family, maybe it could fit my family a little bit better during these times or whatever the case is. So I've been thinking about it like every month, man, every month that's gone by. I've been thinking about these employees and what would happen and whether Aaron Hoffman, John might come back or to do something. You know what I'm saying? Because you kept talking about the promise of what she had going on. Am I right?
Absolutely.
Now, damn, it's amazing how this is all coming back to light, man. Like, I don't know, because I remember sitting right here beside you on the panel, man. Us talking about this, man. Like, hold your horses, people. Like, this could be going on. Now, we know that some things change, like a John Justice. You know what I mean? Like, that's gonna happen. But my brother did a thorough breakdown of all the moves that has happened in gaming in the last 10 years, man.
Yes.
Like a thorough breakdown. I was just clapping, like, yo, that's the homie right there, man. Way to put the facts out there, You don't have to get into no all day war arguing about this stuff. So to see these people getting new jobs and all that, that's what, if not all of the community, that's what the majority of us wanted to see, man. Even people from outside the community that didn't even care about Stadia, they wanted to see these people get in position or get new jobs and stuff, man. So we knew that time was going to come. We knew it because Google offered them positions or whatever, man. I mean, I remember saying, like, yo, I can't see Google just letting these people go out here during this time and not caring about them, treating them like trash and all that. So it's, hey, Ben is just hopping on and I think piggybacking off of our own thoughts on this whole thing. And kudos to him for doing so.
Yeah, shout out to Ben. I mean, my concern, Storm, is that there is so much hate and ire. And I know people get tired of me using the same words over and over, but a wise person always told me that repetition is the mother of learning. But there's so much ire for Stadia that people, they want to twist everything into a negative. And I'm going to tell you, I've been gaming for 30 plus years. I've been reporting, I mean, not at a famous level, but I do a lot of research. I've been reporting on gaming for about the last 10 years. I have never, in my entire tenure of reading gaming content, creating my own gaming content, have I ever seen a platform so targeted for negative spin as I've seen with Stadia. It's absurd and it's ridiculous. It's absurd for the simple fact, and we see it at two fronts, Storm. I ain't gonna try to get too long and embellishing on this. We see it on two fronts. Number one, we see a lot of hate coming from the general gaming community. The general gaming community were told, Storm, hey, cloud is the future, which is true, and it's going to make hardware irrelevant tomorrow, and that wasn't true. That was a lot of the pundits out there that were wishing they had something new and exciting to report on, you know what I'm saying, to talk about and all this other stuff. Something to change the narrative from PlayStation greatness, whatever, right? That's why a lot of them are hopping on the Microsoft bandwagon as much as they are, because they want to change it. They like a change of the dynamic. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that Microsoft doesn't deserve any praise or whatever, but you're seeing spin towards them right now, despite what you're seeing with public sentiment, which the PlayStation 5 is the console that is breaking records. You know what I'm saying? PlayStation engagement is breaking records. Through the court documents that are being released through this epic battle, we're seeing that PlayStation out of the consoles is the one that's, that is the king here, and that its gap is widening between them and their competitors. We see that Microsoft finally tell the truth under oath. Oh, our competitor right now, even though they said months ago, oh no, our competitor no longer is PlayStation. We don't see them as a competitor. When they asses got on the stand today, they said, oh no, our competitor is PlayStation, right? It's funny what swearing on the Bible will make you do, right?
Damn.
But that being said, there's just so much stuff going on in the media to where they wanted Stadia to be this Game Pass type thing. They wanted it to be a hybrid cloud service. The average Joe Schmo thought that Stadia was being presented as a way to remove their consoles. And I get where a lot of them may have gotten that from the GDC, but you got to understand, GDC stands for Game Developers Conference. That was Stadia's way of wooing game developers, because this was the first time they were introducing a platform to game developers. They're saying, hey, look, we got 10.7 gigahertz or whatever the hell it is, 10.7 teraflops. Come on over. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it was to pique the interest of the average consumer, but most of it was to get game developers on board. None of these companies, Storm, none of these cloud companies, except for maybe Microsoft in some shape, form, or fashion, none of them ever said that cloud gaming is going to replace your consoles tomorrow. That was all pundits. And nobody, including Microsoft, believes that Stadia or any cloud platform is going to is ready to compete against consoles. Let me show you guys something else. We go so much on and on and on about Stadia trying to go against PlayStation and Xbox out of the gate. This is an article that housed an answer from Jack Buser, the head of games. He's still there, okay, by the way, because a lot of you don't know who does what at Stadia, but we do, so we're going to tell you the truth. The head of games, Jack Buser, is still there, right? So Jack Buser was asked in May of 2019, several months before Stadia released, what are you guys going to do about the fact that you're releasing at the end of a console generation, people already built up a library, and you want them to be interested in your platform? And Jack basically said, well, hold on. You're saying this like we want them to replace their platform with Stadia. Look, I got a whole bunch of hardware at home. I'm a game lover. I don't expect this to happen. But listen to this part of his response that tells it all. He says the same device that you are using, talking about consoles or PCs, certainly has better and more rich game experiences. That will take time to play out because gamers will have to realize, oh my gosh, Stadia has improved so much from years ago. I can't believe I'm still using the same screen, but that's the third piece there. Does that sound like somebody who out of the box, release day, launch day one, is trying to compete with PlayStation and Xbox? No. Media, game community, this is an emerging platform. Let me show you one more thing, and I'm going to shut up, Storm. I'm going to show you one more thing. This is an emerging platform, meaning that people know, including the people invested in it, know it's going to take time for it to even put a dent into the general gaming populace. This is an article from NASDAQ. You ever heard of them? NASDAQ. Yes. How cloud computing and changing the world of games and gaming. So let me scroll down here to what they say about cloud gaming. While cloud gaming is currently, now this is from somebody who is optimistic about cloud gaming's future. Listen to this. While cloud gaming is currently a minuscule part of the video game industry, its scope could be huge. Today, video game engages around 2.8 billion people globally, and this number is expected to exceed 3 billion by 2023. Over time, the number of gamers and the amount of time spent playing games spent playing and watching video games has increased, according to the ESA Entertainment Software Association. However, in relation to how cloud gaming is right now, and the numbers that it has right now, it's small. And they say this, they say cloud gaming right now is estimated cloud gaming revenues are 1 billion for the first time in 2021.
Right.
It's going to reach 1 billion in 2021. It's not expected to reach 8 billion until 2027. Guess what gaming is doing right now? In 2021, gaming right now is at 189 billion, and at 2025 it's estimated to reach 256 billion. Cloud gaming is not expected to reach 8 billion or 7.24 billion until 2027. Does that sound like a platform that anybody invested in knows that it can buck with PlayStation or Xbox or even Nintendo? No! So all of this stuff that y'all been horse fed, that cloud gaming is coming to take over your console or your hardware, it's, excuse my friend, it's horse shit. It's horse-ish, okay? There's no need for y'all to hate on this the way that it's being hated on. I get the general public does it because they just spoon feed themselves whatever they get from the news articles because they believe that the news article people are going to be spot on. But this is where the root of the problem is, Storm. I'm going to shut up and turn it over to you. News article people, the media, my friends in the media, stop the horse shit. Cloud gaming is not to compete with console gaming yet. And they know that. Every facet where you look at where people go over the statistics, they know that. So just because GFN or Amazon or Stadia isn't doing what PlayStation is doing, it doesn't mean that it's dead. It's emerging tech. Now, it may not be for the majority of the populace, but it's great for the people, the cloud gaming, the 2 to 4% that's going to grow to 8% over the next several years. It's great for them now. Leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? If it's not for you, you can pass on by. But there is no need to have all this hate like it's supposed to take over, like it's poised to take over in the next few days. Nobody ever said that except for you lunkheads in the media. Y'all got to get over yourselves. And I get that y'all wanted this to be a Game Pass model. It's not. But it doesn't have to be a Game Pass model. If someone can't afford to get a next-gen console, but they want to have a great experience with Resident Evil Village, guess what? All they got to do is buy the game on Stadia. And there's many stories like that. So media, y'all got to get over yourselves. You are embarrassing yourself. Ben showed you how, and you're doing it at the detriment of your own reputation. You're willing to go so low that you're going to a gossip site and using a gossip site as a source of reference. And look, there may be Stadia Dosage in the name. We may like the platform, but Stadia don't control me. Stadia might be willing to extend the olive branch to y'all later and say, well, if y'all going to report later a positive about Stadia, that's cool with me. I'm not. Once this platform emerges and all this stuff turns on its head upside down, oh, the mixtapes are ready. I got all of you bastards lined up. All of you. This is absurd. This is sickening. And you're not doing a service to the viewership, to the gamers, to nobody. I get it. You got to get clicks for revenue. But there's got to be a balance. It ain't always got to be a race to first. My homie showed you. Ben showed you. It ain't always got to be a race to first. It's important to note that these employees aren't just now losing their positions. Stop with the clickbait. Stop with the muck. Get with the program, because the internet never goes away, and this is going to reflect on y'all forever. Now, that's all I got to say right now. I'll turn it over to my good brother and my lot calmer Project Storm. Storm, what do you got to say about all this
Hey,
crap?
here it is, man. I will start out calm. Here, all right. So here's the thing. First of all, for everybody that's rocking with Stadia, give yourselves a pat on the damn back, man, for sticking with the platform, for trying something new, right? For realizing that Stadia offers you a new way to play games, and it does it the best right now when it comes to the cloud, in my opinion. I'm just Project Storm. Remember, I said my opinion, but it could be half the chat that feels the same damn way. Um, Yo, I want to go back a little bit, man, to why people might be hating on the platform in the first damn place. We had to go back to that to understand this whole thing, all of this hurrah and chaos that you're hearing. So, a little company named Google decided that they wanted to get into something new. They didn't want to go console gaming. I'm sure they have the means to buy into that if they wanted to do that, right? But they said, nah, man, we're Google. We're gonna take it a step further, right? We're gonna come
Mm-hmm.
out here and use our technology because we think that it could work for billions of gamers. Now, notice I didn't say thousands, millions. I'm talking about billions of gamers, right? That can get their hand on a new way to play games, right? So here comes Google out of nowhere. They're the company that has the means, they have the resources, they had the technology behind them. They put out Stadia, man. Everybody loses their damn mind, mainly the hardware people. I own
Yeah.
hardware, so I can throw whatever shots I want at any hardware person who thinks that the cloud shouldn't exist because that's some bull. And
And you
y'all
got
know it.
experience with them, right, Storm? You
Yeah,
you know.
you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Now, so you know that's garbage whenever somebody comes out here and tries to kill the way that me, you,
Mm-hmm.
Monkey Boy, Eddie Player One, Chariot Man, Now Your Mama Knows, Deuce 11 Penny. List goes on and on and on, man. How we want to experience games. Then you try to label us as whatever you want to call us, stands and all that stuff. Whatever, man. We're grown ass gamers. Did that stop us from using the platform? Hell no. You know why? Because we're gamers. And guess what? We started before Stadia gaming on other platforms, man.
Yep.
So here's the dumb stuff. Now, here's the dumb stuff right here, right? So the dumb stuff is they Stadia is such a threat, and I saw a couple people in the chat saying it, man. Damn, I got to scroll back up. Stadia is
Facts.
such a threat that they got to kill it. They have to try to kill it off before gets legs already.
That is
But what they
true.
don't understand is it already has legs. See, you got some out here trying to run the city. I'll just throw Geforce Now and all that. Not to be talking
Mm-hmm.
trash, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
take Geforce Now, for example. They're trying to run the city. But Stadia's out here trying to run the damn world. You know what I'm saying? Like they got the infrastructure set up. They don't have to go knock on somebody else's door for their cloud services and all that stuff. Their hardware, their GPUs and CPUs. And this is what pisses people off, man.
Mm-hmm.
It console gamers, right? Some of them, they get pissed off. You're gonna replace how I play my games. I got to go all digital to mess with Stadia. Man, kill
Mm-hmm.
that shit. I don't want nothing to do with it. Kill it now. You better help me kill it right now. Hey, yo, hey, Actuary Stud, man, G Millie. Hey, at 11 o'clock, man, we're gonna go kill Stadia.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? That's what it is. They're formulating this whole team, right, to try to take Stadia out because they know it's a big threat. Now, you don't have to agree with Project Storm. You don't have to listen to me or whatever, but just think. I just ask people to think. Use your mind, man. Why else would people want Stadia so dead? Why else would so many journalists, besides clicks and all that stuff and revenue, why would so many people just attack Stadia, which could be, it could help pave the way to something called cloud gaming that
Mm-hmm.
Xbox is trying to do, that PlayStation has already been doing before Stadia. At least we know that it's been launched before Stadia. The PS Now is what I'm talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Amazon now sees something in it. Walmart, and we'll get into that, y'all, sees something in
Absolutely.
it. And other big time brands that we know that we're familiar with, right? Why would they be wasting their damn time to jump into cloud gaming? So you want to kill that off, right? Why? It's because they're afraid. They're afraid that Stadia could gain ground. Damn, the tech works. I watch Project Storm's videos and he's trash, but it still looks good though. So now you got to act like Stadia doesn't work right. Like it doesn't work
Exactly.
good enough to
Mm-hmm.
appeal to a millions of gamers, MM2K, if not billions one day, right? So
Yep.
it's all of this stuff is going on, man, because they want to see it dead. And that's why. These are some of the reasons why. And if anybody disagrees, that's fine. I respect your opinion, man. But I mean, think about what makes sense here. So all I know is I'm going to keep rocking on Stadia. Somebody just dropped their order of operations when it comes to what they prefer. I forgot. Damn, I've been looking at the chat, man, but the chat is on fire. They're doing what they
They
normally
sure are.
do. All right,
Absolutely.
X-Ray Stud. There it is. For me, it's one, Stadia. Hold on. I ain't done yet. I'm just taking my time. Let that marinate a little bit. 1, Stadia. 2, PC MM2K.
Mm-hmm.
And GeForce Now is right there. PC, same bracket. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then Luna for Actrade stuff. For me, I get into it all the time, y'all. It's 1, Stadia. See, y'all thought I was going to say Series X or 3080, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
PC gaming or whatever, right? Now it's Stadia because Stadia is something new. It baffles the hell out of me still to this day, man. It's May 5th, 2021, and I'm still mind blown. And I get chills when I watch other people jump on the platform and become mind blown too. If Stadia dies, it dies. We can't stop that from happening. But if it
Exactly.
succeeds, won't
Mm-hmm.
we have a major party? I think we will,
Absolutely.
man. If it kicks
Absolutely.
ass and takes names because so many people threw shots at it. Now, let's get into this, MM2K. Because some people think that we defend the platform, and it is what it is. I mean, we call out the BS. You should if you care about something, right? So how are
Mm-hmm.
we going to sit back and let people just spin the narrative on what happens with Stadia when we know damn well it's not true? So some
Mm-hmm.
people like us are going to clarify. You know what I'm saying? We're going to come after the BS that we know are not facts, and then we're going to ask consumers to make their opinions based on what is going on.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
and that's the bottom line. That's why we're here doing this every damn week. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, if we you just said people probably wet themselves when you said the Stadia. You know what I'm saying? That pretty much that you not a Stadia sucker or whatever the
Mm-hmm.
case is. Like you
Mm-hmm.
like you not getting paid by Stadia, man. Are you serious? MM2K
Mm-hmm.
not getting paid for Stadia, but he loves it so much. Why is this dude out here capping for it?
Facts.
Project Storm, same thing. You love Stadia so much, bro, but you got a 3080. Why can't you play? Hey, yo,
Mm-hmm.
y'all don't understand how many times in my comment section, my DMs, I get hit with, hey, yo, you got a 3080 and you play Stadia?
Mm-hmm.
You got a Series X and you play Stadia? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, just think about it. Because I choose the game a certain way, and then we can move on, man. Because I choose the game a certain way, and I'm telling people, like, yo, this is something that saved me as a gamer because I was ready to let the traditional console cycle go in the trash.
Yeah.
I was about to say, hell with the Series X, hell with the PS5. I don't care about neither one of them. Don't want to switch. I was about to let all of that go because it was the same thing. We get promised something, it gets slowly delivered. We get promised great, outstanding games sometimes. They have to be patched up before we can even play the damn games in many cases, right? So all of that was starting to take a toll on me as a gamer, man. So here comes Stadia out of nowhere. And they say, wait a minute, you can play up to 4K 60 in the cloud? No installs, no. See, people keep thinking that we're using that as a pitch line, MM2K, no patches, no updates, no installs, none of that stuff. But that's the reason why we're on the damn platform. If we had to do
Exactly.
updates, would you be out here with Stadia Dosage News and all this stuff, man?
Mm-hmm.
If you had to do
Exactly.
major updates and all that, like Call of Duty and all that, would you really be as interested in Stadia if you had to do all that?
Everybody
I'm asking
knows it.
you.
People have seen me on Twitter or Twitch. I meant. My whole homie Cold Blood Sensei. They know what the deal is. When I had to
All
go
right,
through
so
that,
there it is.
it was shut. It was shut down my whole goddamn stream. You know what I'm saying?
So
So
there it
yeah.
is. So I mean, there it is, man. And you got XCloud out here. No offense, y'all. Again, I came in the game. I had Xbox since day one, y'all. Halo 1, you know what I mean? All that stuff, man. I was right there. MotoGP demo when it dropped on the original Xbox. No, I was there, man. PlayStation, PS2, I don't have the 5 yet, but PS2, 3, 4, 4 Pro, and all that stuff. I had all of them. So here's the deal. When I tell y'all why I like Stadia over these other platforms, these are the reasons why, man. Stadia is the truth. I mean, it has the most promise, the most potential. I mean, the games up there, the library, they're doing the things that they said they were going to do. It might not meet your timeline, but they're doing these things and it's going to get better and better, man. That right there is how I can sum it up for you. If you ever want to know, that's why I rock with Stadia so heavy. That's why I have more Stadia related videos on my YouTube channel than I do other platforms. And now I'm finding myself trying to catch up right now, but I can't because I want to get back to Stadia. And guess what? For aspiring content creators, all of a sudden it's like I get more views on my Stadia videos for some reason. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
why. Why is this the case that I'm getting more views worldwide across the
Mm-hmm.
globe, man? Why
Yeah.
am I getting more views on my Stadia videos, it's a brand new platform, streaming platform in the cloud? I'm getting more views based on that. That's what's propelling my channel. Yeah. I got 44,000 plus on an Xbox video, right? But mostly it's Stadia driving my channel. And I'm just a small, measly streamer who likes to play games. That's it. That's it. That's
Absolutely.
me. So I don't know, man. It's just something to think about, y'all.
I wanna close out with this. You know what I'm saying? Again, a lot of people, the general gaming public, I get it. Y'all gonna hear this, like Storm just illustrated. People ask him questions, he gives them answers. They just wave it off. They do it to me too. Why did I had people ask me? I had somebody, a famous YouTuber, ask me, "Why do you defend Stadia so much?" And I gave them a smart ass reply because they really didn't care. They were trying to be facetious, and then I thought about it. I said, well, let me not do it. Let me just put out here for the record for people that may want to see this, that even though this person is being facetious, maybe let me put some factual information out here. And I said the reason why is because as a streamer, XYZ YouTuber, that it's so much more convenience. I'm an adult. I'm a father. I'm a grandfather. I got a lot of stuff that I'm handling and doing right now. We're trying to find a house. I ain't got time to be sitting there saying, "Oh, I'm going to stream Destiny 2 today," and sit there and wait 45 minutes for a download. I ain't got time. I ain't got time to be fiddling with my PC trying to do a Rainbow Six stream and I tell people, look, we're gonna have a 60 frames per second stream, and I can't get past 40 for some reason because my PC. It's something. There's a conflict on my PC. I ain't got time to be dealing with cheat bots and all that other stuff. I'm a grown behind man. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got time for that stuff. And I want to play games conveniently. I want to be able to get in, get out, play my game, and enjoy it without all the friction. A frictionless gameplay experience is one that you. Trust me, you will not want to let go once you behold of it. And it's hard to explain it to somebody, but you're dealing with a lot of people. That's why I call them the idiot herd. I'm not trying to be mean, but they idiotically follow other people against their own better judgment. The idiot herd hear things like frictionless and all this other stuff, don't know what it means, and don't opine in it. You can only understand it when you opine, when you try it, when you pick up a joystick and play in a frictionless nature. That's when you'll understand how important it could be. So with that said, I just want to let the general game public know that everything that Storm said is why it are reasons upon many to love Stadia. That's why we love it. So pay close attention. Rewind what my brother had to say if you got to let it stick. And try it out and see if it'll be impactful for you. But again, I want to add to that list something here. I won't spend too much time going over this. This is Pascal Scianti. He went out Sunday, said, hey, if you got access to Google Stadia, basically, Resident Evil Village demo is available. Go play it right now. You don't need a new console, all that other stuff, right? You can play it 4K. Look at all these tags. The guy's excited about it. Now, the reason why that's important is because Pascal is senior environment lighting artist at the Initiative Xbox Studio. He developed for Xbox, and he did this. So reasonably so, somebody asked him, hold on. Whoa, Pascal, hold on. You outside of the rules of engagement now. Phil might have to come and get you. Don't you have an Xbox, Pascal? Pretty sure it's available there too. And he says, thanks. No, not even. PlayStation 5. Cannot find nothing online or in stores. This guy is the developer of one of the biggest games to come in the future for the Xbox trajectory, which is the reboot of Perfect Dark. And to no fault of Xbox, even he can't get an Xbox or a PlayStation 5. So if he can't get one, that's you know how many tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of others can't get one? I get calls all the time. MM2K, you're supposed to look out for me. Where can I get an Xbox? Only the 5% of us, like me and Storm and all of you listening here, y'all know how to get Xboxes and PlayStations. We know the tricks of the game. The average gaming consumer doesn't. And even those that do know, that have inside access, can't get them. That's where Google Stadia comes in. So for all of you in the media that babble the same old BS jargon, I don't know who Stadia is for. It's for your own colleagues.
Really is.
For gamers like me and Storm. It's for gamers like you.
I tell you this, M2K, to add to that, it's the same. It's for the same people that xCloud is for. Because I don't think Xbox would waste their time if they didn't see potential in that. It's the same thing that Luna is for. Same people that Luna is for. Geforce Now, Shadow, and others. You know what I'm saying? Like that's who it's for.
And to add to that, see, people hear buzzwords. Y'all too hooked to buzzwords. They are, Storm, because Xbox says, and then we had GFN, we talked about this on SML. Cloud gaming is only good for, being an offshoot of hardware gaming, meaning don't even get into cloud gaming unless you got hardware there, right?
Yeah, it's meant to complement.
Meant to complement, yeah.
Console and PC gaming.
It's not standalone. It's not meant to be standalone, which is BS. Like Stadia proves that that's BS. If you want the biggest experiences out there, then yeah, definitely yes. But everybody's not looking for every single bell and whistle, right? That being said, the reason why that they're saying that, Storm, is because they see the ire that Stadia is getting, and they're just trying to use buzzwords out there to keep the natives from coming and attacking the village. But at the end of the day, that's just the general gaming public. Sometimes they're just not the wiser. Media, you're supposed to be better than this. You guys are connected and have better access to people like Pascal than we do. Y'all know better than this. Y'all should have access to the NASDAQ numbers, right? That show that this is just an emerging platform. Nothing for y'all to get your underoos in a bunch. It's silly and it's stupid. But I'm glad that there are some of you colleagues out there like Ben Shun and like our good friend Adrian So that tell y'all, stop, let's take the biggest knife out the drawer, let's cut the BS out. Let's just agree, quote, let's just agree that Stadia is actually fine. Read the article and shut the hell up. All right, that's all I got. Any further that you got on this, Storm, before we move on?
Yeah, let me say something. Hold on.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. Read the article and shut the hell up. That's all. That's all. I had to echo that, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here I'm thinking about all these people that hit us with the y'all grown ass game. Like you said, about yourself. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're grown in here. Everybody over 18, you're grown. Believe it or not, right? Mm-hmm. For us to like Stadia, we're all kinds of names, man. We're weird. People can't understand it. But I'm like, what about I feel that way about the people that hate Stadia. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I feel that way about you who hate Stadia. You're weird. You're weirdo. You're extraterrestrial and all that. Get your ass out of here.
You hate emerging tech. That's weird.
Right.
You cover tech, but you hate emerging tech. That's
there you go. Hey, and that right there is why I can't wait for xCloud. Hey, y'all, let me stop the show real quick.
Go ahead, brother.
I'm a damn sure be looking at this chat right here because
yes, sir.
The next time we had this discussion after Xbox upgrades to the Xbox Series X blades and stuff, man, for xCloud, I'm gonna remember everybody in the chat so we can have this conversation because I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna sound like MM2K in that discussion. If I hear them same people that was against Stadia talking about we praise xCloud because now it's upgraded, it's the real Stadia killer. It's that. Sit your monkey ass down. And I ain't talking about Monkey Boy. Sit your monkey ass down. There it is.
Bruh, I'm glad you said that. You put that so perfectly. They look at us like we're weird. I look at y'all like y'all weird. How can you hate on emerging tech? Now, you might not like the lineup or whatever. Those are superficial things that can be addressed, right? But for you to hate, like people literally want cloud gaming dead. Now you may, and the people in the general gaming ethos, they're only echoing it because the lunkheads and the media are echoing these sentiments. Now GameIndustry.biz, I don't know what their deal is. They used to be a reputable source, but they done went the way of the dodo bird a long time ago. But Game Informer, oh my gosh, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. But because y'all want to go down this route, y'all get the SSC podcast initial honorary DA of the day award.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
DA of the day award. I'm not gonna say what DA is. I ain't gonna do it, Storm. But I think they can figure it out.
Dumas
people.
Dumas.
Yeah, the Dumas. Yeah, let's call it that. What? The Dumas.
Hey, some people are gonna be like, "Oh, y'all going too far, MM2K and Storm, man. Y'all going too damn far." But what about them?
Yeah. Look, decisions have consequences, or they wouldn't be decisions. If there wasn't a consequence to it, then it wouldn't be a decision. So there's tough roads to take, Storm, but that's okay because we are here for the people. We feel a responsibility for the people and for the truth. I didn't come here. I know we got similar colors as this individual, but I didn't come here to be a Willy Wonka to give chocolate to everybody and be friends with anybody, regardless of what came out your mouth. That's not what we're here for. Even me and my brother, we mix it up with each other. Hold on, MM. Storm be like, pump the brakes, MM. Hold on. There's a show. I ain't gonna call out the show. There was a show me and Storm went on to kick ass and ask for names later. And Storm was like, hold on, pump the brakes, MM. Now I ain't gonna agree with you on this, but
right.
And that's the way that it is.
Right.
We're not here to be friends. We are here to provide clarity. We're not friendship, for clarity. For the gaming consumer, for the public that likes Stadia, to go beyond the smoke and mirrors that you guys got to deal with on a daily basis and give you the information that you need for you to make your decision on whether this platform is for you or not. So if they feel like we're going too damn far, then they need to look in the mirror first. Don't put a litmus on us that you're not putting on yourself. Storm, you put that perfectly. So, but I said, anything else, brother, before we move on to the more tidbits?
I'm ready to move on because I got some business to handle, man.
Oh, you okay?
We need to move. Yeah, we need to hurry up, progress to this one topic that I want to talk about.
Tell me about it. Oh, is it
not yet? No, I'm saying let's go in order now.
Oh, let's go. Okay, we'll go. I was gonna say, I was like, if we got to do it, we got to do it, brother.
No, I can't wait. I can't wait till we get there, man.
All right, so let's talk about it. Let me bring it up on the screen right now. I think this is the one that you want to talk. Now, my brother Project Storm is in a heated fight with Walmart. He's in a heated fight. My brother woke up, had his Cheerios, had his OJ, got together for work, did his thing, came home, only to find out that Walmart tried to take my brother's name. Let me read y'all the article real quick. Walmart, and I'm going to get Storm's thoughts on all this because Storm chopped this up and absorbed this, and I was like, damn, man. My
I got a lot to say, man.
Exactly. Walmart's unannounced cloud gaming service detailed in confidential Epic mails. Now, the project codename, check this out, codename Project Storm was being worked on in 2019. Project Storm, tell us about what's going on. Give us your thoughts on all this.
Hey, look, man. I want everything in the produce section. I want all the electronics.
I want all your meats and cheeses.
I want every damn thing. Hey, look. Hey, on the real, y'all, Walmart don't give a damn about Project Storm, who I am right now. Hey, if anything, that's helping me out, man.
Facts.
Because look, first there was Project Hellstorm. You know what I'm saying? I let that slide because Stadia threw hell in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so, and it just makes me feel like I picked a good name. My mom always told me, man, I gave you a good name, man. For those that don't know, my name is Ichabod Jenkins, man.
Woo! Ichabod
Jenkins is my government.
They're going to look that up.
Ichabod Jenkins. That's the name my mama gave me. So if my mom gave me that name, I thought of Project Storm in 2013. I said, yo, man, I'm gonna start me a YouTube channel and just call it Project Storm. All right. And for those of you who don't know, the project came from our clan. Like we had a group of players on Xbox, man. Majority of us was from the projects. And then we said, no, we just can't alienate people who want to join the clan, man. They don't have to just be from the projects, right? So what we did was we made it a complete project, right?
Yeah.
So the clan was a project itself. So that's where the project name comes from. And then Storm, what came from the name the Xbox gave me, which was Luminous Storm. That was my first official Xbox name, right? So I took Storm, I kept it, so people could identify me. So that's how I got the name Project Storm. So now, for Walmart to come out, first of all, y'all, I'm talking trash, but I acknowledge the fact that Walmart came out with this name, man. I think it's a great name. It's a dope name. A name. I could see myself hitting Walmart up a little bit later on. Like, Walmart, hey, check this out, man. You know how we call YouTube?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd be, hey, the conversation to go something like this. Hey, Walmart, man, what's good? Like I noticed y'all have this new cloud service that you codename Project Storm. Yes, sir. Yeah, Storm. Yeah, see, I have a channel on YouTube called Project Storm, and guess what I do? cloud gaming. You know
Facts.
what I'm saying?
Hey,
So is there
facts,
anything
bro.
y'all could do? Can you shoot a brother a code or something like that? I might be able
Yeah.
to do something like that in the future. So I got to think. MM2K taught me to think and chill, man. Sit your ass on a block of ice and chill, Storm. You're doing too much, man. So that right there is what I'm encouraging y'all to do. See, I people want me to go at Walmart, man. I'm not gonna do it though. Shout out to Walmart, man. My wife goes there every damn Sunday, man. I can't do that to Walmart, y'all. I can't do it. But if anything, it's gonna help me gain a little bit more traction, man. People came in here talking about it today, so that shows you that more people are like, damn, I seen that name somewhere. Project Storm, that's the 4K guy that drops the Stadia and all that stuff. Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna go sub. Let me check. Matter of fact, let me check my subs right now. I'll let y'all know if it worked. But go ahead, MM. That's how I feel about it. I think now we can get into the actual what the cloud gaming. Like, I do have some things I want to say about that.
I'm gonna read the article real quick. I'm going on Twitter because this is hilarious to me. I'm loving this, and man. I don't want nobody to miss it. I'm on here like, come on, rock out with us, Storm tripping because Walmart trying to steal his name. Come on.
I got about 5 new subs, man. I got about 5 new subs off of it. I'll take that.
That's all dope, right. Hey, bro. But let me just read the article, just the first section. It says, Walmart's unannounced cloud gaming service, codenamed Project Storm, has been detailed in new confidential emails. An exhibit in the Epic Games versus Apple trial reveals, which we're going to talk more about this, little different segments in the after show. Walmart's efforts, and whatever else Storm wants to talk about as well, Walmart's efforts to pitch its cloud gaming service to Epic Games and to get Fortnite on board. Quote, I played Walmart's demo on an Android phone with an Xbox controller, and the experience felt like playing on a PlayStation 4 and superior to playing on an Android or iOS, said Epic Games co-founder Mark Rain in an email thread from 2019. Rain also excitedly shares a photo of a game clip with the rest of the Epic Games executive team showing how Walmart was planning to sell this in stores to let a phone attached to a controller. They're going to sell the clip for a crazy low amount. They were saying something like $2. Shoot, it probably only takes them 12 cents to make the clip, but whatever. How we were building it. And there's this graph right here, how they're building it and all this other stuff. And then there's a presentation, all this stuff. They close out by saying it's not clear from Walmart's presentation when the company planned to launch the service, with a beta period originally set to launch in 2019. An early mock-up of the user experience looks very similar to other cloud gaming services with the list of games and genres and the search function. They had to throw that in there. They did that for SEO reasons, to go ahead and poke at Stadia again. But Storm, let me ask you this. What are your thoughts on, this was supposed to come out in 2019. I got a thought, and you may have the same thought. Why do you think that this didn't come out in 2019 as they expected?
I just don't think they were ready. It could be a number of reasons, man. I just, it's taken a while for some of these other cloud services to come out of beta and stuff like that. So for whatever reason, they're tiptoeing in. They have to figure things out, like what services they're going to use and everything, as far as like the cloud goes, or Steam and stuff like that, and what hardware they're going to use, because you have to have something to power these cloud gaming services. So I don't know if that was the case. I don't know if Stadia coming out in 2019. I know what you're thinking, MM2K. And I'm gonna let you get into that, man. I'm gonna let you get into that, because would you want to launch? Now, y'all, listen to what I'm saying here. But remember, I love Xbox, but we can have some fun, y'all. If you want, do you want your service to launch like xCloud did, man? With the performance and the 720p and all that stuff? Or do you want it to come out and do bigger things? Like, so right now you can't come out around that time. You're already hearing the buzz about Amazon. I mean, I don't know. That's just me. That's just what I think. Of course, there could be other reasons, but MM2K, what do you think about it? Why didn't they drop it in 2019?
Oh yeah, I'm right there with you, brother. I think it's twofold. I think number one, they were looking at the fact that Stadia was out, and damn, look at how well it performs and how well it played. A lot of people were demoing Stadia, and it was sucking up all the oxygen in regards to performance. However, the flip side of that is Stadia was sucking up all the oxygen in regards to performance in a negative way too. Again, we just talked about this the last segment. The media at mass, they wanted Stadia to be a cheaper, more robust version of Game Pass. We got to remember, back in 2018, 2019, Game Pass isn't what it is today. Game Pass was still laughed at. I remember you couldn't give Game Pass 3-month trials or 30-day trials away. You couldn't give them away. way back in the day when it first came out. 2018 started to pick up a little bit. 2019 a little bit more so with day and date stuff coming, but it still wasn't the talk of the town, and they thought that the promise was falling short. So they were thinking Stadia was coming in to swoop in and be the better Game Pass on the cloud or a hybrid. And when they found out that what their misconceptions were wrong, but yet they went and jumped out the window and told everybody this is what it was going to be, then they turned their pitchforks on Stadia. So if I'm Walmart and I'm looking at that, I'm like, hold on. Number one, I don't want none of this for cloud gaming because it's getting pitchfork haven out here. And two, how's it going to look for us if our platform performs even worse than Stadia and we have even less to offer? Nah, we're going to chill for a little bit. So I think that's what I think. Yep, we're going to pump the brakes on this. Interesting to see, but go ahead, brother.
I was going to say now some things that did stand out that I really like, that's intriguing to me about the service, about Project Storm or whatever, is the fact that they're going to be using IBM CPUs, it seems, and NVIDIA GPUs, right? Mm-hmm. Like that reminds me of something called Geforce Now, I think. But see, that right there, and see, this is what we're saying right now. When Stadia Revolution and other people get out here and they start saying, yo, you got to think about it like this, man. Yeah, Stadia is using AMD and all that stuff, but Stadia has its own storefront. They have this machine learning technology and all this stuff that they can implement. Ray tracing, all that could come, and then Vulkan, they're using that and all that stuff, right? When we start having those conversations, man, I mean, it kind of separates Stadia from the pack.
Yeah.
It really does at this point right now. Now, I know some people be like, but xCloud, you can go on and link up with Game Pass Ultimate, but yeah, you can't just purchase a game from xCloud. I don't think you could do that from xCloud right now.
Yeah, you
know
can't.
What I mean?
No, not
so
right
it's
now.
just, Stadia just has that major advantage. So it's looking like something different. I don't know. But then you got to go out and they can have moves to make as far as choosing how they're gonna power this whole thing and all that stuff in 2K. But now and then Walmart loves to make things cheap. You already know. You go to Walmart, man, they hit the rollback prices and all that, and it's over, man. It's kind of like Amazon. Like people are like, Amazon can undercut and do all this, right? Well, see, the good thing about Walmart coming in is they could kind of like take that same approach. So it's gonna be interesting, man. Then for Epic Games co-founder Mark Rain to be out here saying, kind of lobbying for the service already, that's got to be a good thing for codename Project Storm. So basically what he said was, and it was in the article that MM read, but it was like playing the game. He said it felt like playing on PS4 and superior to Android or iOS or whatever. So it's just, but overall, what Project Storm is going to say is going to strengthen the cloud, y'all. It's going to strengthen the whole cloud gaming sector, because one more major player is entering the fray, man, or the fold.
Absolutely. No, I think this is going to make it better. I just, the only thing that's hampering cloud gaming right now and really becoming a detractor is the media. I think a lot of the reason why we're not seeing the uptick in participation is because of the media, because the media is blasting it. Every time there's a little shred of news that can be spun negatively, that preempts somebody to be more and more in the shadows, particularly Stadia. And that's why xCloud, that's why Phil Spencer went from telling you, I ain't got to sell you a console. You got to remember, Brad Sams reported that there wasn't going to be an Xbox Series S. There wasn't going to be one at first. He was happy with the movement of xCloud to where he didn't think it was needed. And then I guess he saw Stadia or something happen and he was like, oh no, we too behind the curve, and then went back to having to need or want an Xbox Series S to be marketed. But I think that people are not willing to take the risk now, which is what we need people to what we need people to do. When it comes to technological advancement, Storm, you need people to take risks. And people are not willing to take risks because of these lunkheads in the media that just keep going on and on about stuff, trying to kill technology. Y'all are the true weirdos. Y'all are weird. So I'm just hoping that something happens to where they back off. They allow, this ain't even about statements, it's just about cloud gaming in general. They back off. They allow these cloud platforms to take risks, to flourish, and to advance the tech. And then, like you said, Storm, it'll be a lot better for us as consumers. So,
yeah, I agree.
That's it. I think we can move on right to our final topic.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, let's talk about it. So we had this week on Stadia, which was yesterday, and the game, the secret game that was released on Stadia Pro was Jedi Fallen Order. And then they talked about Resident Evil Village coming out the day after tomorrow. Storm, what are your thoughts? Yep. And they did this on May the 4th be with you. What are your thoughts on them doing that on this being a pro game? The people upset about Arc, all that stuff. What are your thoughts on all this?
Man, I thought it was fitting. It was a fitting move. I thought that we would see Rainbow Six Siege or an announcement that might be coming as well at some point. But somebody in the chat said that we could still see these games, man. May is not over yet. You know what I'm saying? They can make whatever moves they want for the rest of the month after Resident Evil. But one thing you don't want to do is tarnish the launch of Resident Evil in any kind of way on this platform. You don't want to do that, right? Yeah. So you want everybody focused on this game because I think that's just a wise thing to do right now. But then later on, after Resident Evil, you give it like a week or so, start dropping another game, boom, 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 announcement, and after announcement or whatever. But look, for that game to come to pro, man, was big. Somebody, I forget where we were, but we were talking about it. I don't know if it was during the Revolutionary Storm with Stadia with Rev or whatever, or if it was one of our shows or somewhere. I remember us talking about it, somebody in the chat saying, yo, what if this game comes to pro? Like, I wish this game was on pro. And sure enough, there it was like a day or two later, man. It was crazy. So I think it was just fitting for all the Star Wars fans who never tried the game. They got a chance to now see what it feels like and plays like on Stadia, man. I went out, I owned the game already, but I did a stream and it was dope. I mean, I took part in the whole craze about May the 4th and everything. So I thought it was a good move, man. And it shows how Stadia could make something happen when it comes to different days and times like that, you know. That's what it showed me.
I think that I shout out to Brian Chappelle. Fantastic content. I love his channel. My brother is booming. He's doing big things, and he always puts out good words of wisdom. I remember a month ago, kind of like when the heat of SG&E was still at a fervor, but it was starting to die down, Storm. And he said, look, y'all, come on. Let's chillax for a little bit. Yeah, we know SG&E shut down, but Stadia says pretty much that this is the direction that they're moving in. And here goes some signs of that direction. You got this, that emulates kind of what happened with Cyberpunk. Are we seeing a new Stadia? And I was like, I kind of picked up on that, and I was like, yo, yeah, I'm feeling that. I'm liking this description. And I pretty much feel the same way. I feel like that we have a Stadia that's a little bit more focused. And when I say focused, I mean the prior Stadia, yeah, they had things like Project Chimera, Aaron Hoffman John was there, Jay Raymond was working on stuff. They had a lot of great and grand ideas there, but it didn't seem like it was jailed all the way. What was their focus? You know what I'm saying? We understood it, but it was like kind of difficult for them to articulate it. But now that I hate to use this term, they scaled down from focusing on SG&E. I'll put it that way. They scaled down from focusing on SG&E. I think they seem a lot more focused. They're addressing the feedback, the majority of the feedback, which is, look, we get that you want to do all this stuff with AI. We get that you want to maybe grow plants on Mars one day. But right now, we want them AAA games. We want them big ticket games on the platform. You know, we got Terraria. We got, you know what I'm saying? Even though that was a rocky thing, we got Terraria. We got Outriders to go from later in the year, day and date. We got Resident Evil dropping day and date. Don't forget Hitman. Don't forget the Catherine Asai interview where she's, again, that was kind of like the kickstart of the whole new focus. We want to see what developers are going to do with these Stadia functions and stuff like that. So, yeah, I think it's great stuff. And I think releasing Jedi Fallen Order, and this is what we can't be lost of. This is an Electronic Arts game. So the fact that Electronic Arts, who has a real staunch deal with Xbox, was willing to let Jedi Fallen Order be a pro game,
man,
I think that says a lot.
I thought about it. I thought about that too. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, that says a lot. Because we ain't got no Bethesda games that's a pro game, right? None.
Not yet.
I mean, not
That I know of.
Not Bethesda, not Ubisoft that I'm aware of. No. So this is kind of a big deal. I know a lot of people question. I don't know if it's legitimate to focus on it. A lot of people question, is EA going to leave state? I don't know where that came from, but this kind of, that's a big leap of faith to say, look, this is our product that we feel is important, that we feel is worthy. We're going to exchange, whatever they paid them for, but we're going to put this free on Stadia. To me, that's a note of confidence. Not completely admonished, whatever crazy stuff they're talking about, but it's a note of confidence.
Yo, the DAs keep looking like DAs, man, because remember that whole buzz about 2K when all that stuff came out.
The Dumas,
you know what I'm saying? And then now they work in Google and 2K have a partnership that's going to probably propel cloud gaming in a certain way, or gaming as a whole, the whole industry, man, with the open saves and all this stuff, man. So I want y'all to remember what the DAs say. You get what I'm saying? Just write it down. Whatever you got to do, put it in your Rolodex or whatever. You know what I mean? Remember what these people are saying, because I'm telling you, when me and MM laugh, when we have a laughing party because of this stuff later, I want y'all to be there and understand why we're like tickled pink, man. So, hey, MM, did you reach out to Old Milwaukee, by the way, to plan the party?
I need to, brother. I need to. You know what I'm going to do? I think what we're going to do, what we should probably do, Storm, shout out to Old Milwaukee, don't take this the wrong way, but I think we're going to come out with a Dumas award, and we're going to make it out of bent Old Milwaukee cans. What you think about that, man?
I don't know. I mean, we just can't show the logo for right now, because
we can't show the logo.
We haven't reached out yet. But anyway, yeah, man. I mean, it's crazy though, man. It's just, bro. When you play games on Stadia, y'all, and then you listen to the outsiders going ahead and raving about stuff, and then Resident Evil's dropping this week or whatever, and then you realize that this is a AAA banger, you know what I'm saying, and all that on Stadia, you know what I'm saying, you're able to play in a cloud, and it's better than the consoles and stuff in certain ways, you know what I mean? This is what it's all about, man. So I'm done with it. I'm done. I think I got my fill.
Yeah, I think this is great. This is good. Again, this is, me personally, what I have liked Ark, what I personally have preferred Ark or Rainbow Six Siege. I'm not going to front. We don't lie here.
We want games.
We won games. Yeah, and Storm and I bought Jedi, and that's only because Storm and I bought Jedi Fallen Order.
I got that day one. You have to put the day one on it for me. I don't know about you, but I got a day one.
Oh yeah, I got that puppy day one. Oh, off the strength of my boy's work. My boy was like, "Yo, hey, yo, homie, you got the Moss. You got to get that."
And check it out, man.
I said, say no more. I said, my wife is asleep right now. I'm going into her purse. Say no more. And I went and got it too. Yeah, but we look at this from 5,000 feet. Repetition is the mother of learning. That's why I always say this. It's bigger than Project Storm and MM2K. The platform has to mature, and getting a big ticket game. I think we underappreciate what we saw here. May the 4th, big Nerdistry Day. May the 4th be with you.
Right.
Big day. I know it's included in other subscription services, but EA on that day decided to let Stadia put this game out there. Put their version out there in Stadia Pro. That's huge.
Yo, I tell you this. Remember, there's other Star Wars games as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's other EA games and stuff. This right here could set that stage, y'all.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying. It could set that stage.
Absolutely.
Forward.
Absolutely. I wholeheartedly agree with that. So, hopefully everybody will understand the importance of that, and, we'll appreciate it for what it is. Even if you already got the game, just appreciate the move. Appreciate the gangster in the move. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And how this is showing you a platform that's maturing. A big game. We don't, again, No Ubisoft games that are pro. I don't think no Bethesda games that are pro. We might have a couple of Square Enix games and some, I don't want to say smaller AAA games, but AAA games to where they're a little bit more freer with how they distribute their games. EA typically ain't one of them. They got a big time deal with Xbox. They're part of Game Pass and stuff. And for them to do that here, man, to me that's dope. Whether I got the game already or not, to me that's dope.
And it also shows that these companies pay attention to each other's move, and they are playing checkers and chess or whatever they want to play at different times.
Yes.
So believe it or not, they are writing down that Destiny 2 went to Game Pass after it launched on Stadia. Y'all remember that? Raise your hand if you remember that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? See, you got to think about stuff like that.
Yeah, you do.
I know I would have done that if I was at the helm of Stadia or, Xbox or whatever.
Absolutely. You ain't never lied, brother. With that said, man, I think we can close on out on the strength of that, man. Yeah, I think we can close on out. Any other thoughts though, Storm, before we roll out and go to the after party?
Nah, that is it for me. That's it.
All right, well, hey y'all, thank y'all so much for joining us, man. I think we gonna chop it up in the after party today. There's this epic thing I haven't had a chance to rap with my brother, and I think it's good when y'all see the organic conversation between me and Storm, man. Y'all really see that we ain't sitting here with leaves of paper that we've gotten from Google. I think people really think that, Storm, that me and you are given a script from Google. They say put your own little flair in it, guys, and then we go from there. No, so we're gonna see some organic conversation between me and Storm. We're gonna talk about this epic thing because I tried to tell y'all, I tried to warn y'all, all y'all ain't oxen free. For those of y'all that didn't want to listen, but y'all hiding behind trees now, come on out. I told y'all that Tim Sweeney was a con artist, was a swindle man, and that was all coming out before y'all, right in front of your eyes. He's thrown, this whole court proceeding is throwing everybody under the bus. It even included Stadia, where they wasn't sure if Stadia was still around. A whole bunch of crazy stuff is going on. I want to talk about this court proceeding with my brother Storm and anything else that he wants to talk to. But before we go there, Storm, let the good people know where they can find you at.
Well, you could definitely find me right here on YouTube, y'all. I've been getting these subscribers that's been stopping by, man. I don't know if Walmart had anything to do with it, so shout out to Walmart, you know what I'm saying, for Project Storm and everything. But look, right here on YouTube, you can subscribe to the channel. You can find it in the description of this video right here. You can also find it by typing in Project Storm Stadia, Project Storm 4K, Project Storm 8K, and you'll see my avatar and all that stuff. Then you can also find me on Twitter at the Nephophiliac, which means someone who loves cloud. So I got a love for the cloud, y'all. From day one, man. I was into it. Geforce Now, MM2K, I'll never forget, man. I was using Geforce Now to kind of like get ready for Stadia, and it was working. I got all that stuff on my channel, man. Shadow, all that good stuff, man. I love it. Hopefully you all will too.
So with that said, y'all know where y'all can catch me. Y'all can catch me here as well. Y'all can catch me on the MM2K videos channel. I promise y'all, I'm gonna do Returnal. I went and cop Returnal. I haven't even played it yet. And I was supposed to play some today. It didn't work out. I got caught up in this mess with the muck media and all that stuff. But I'm gonna do some Returnal there. I'm sorry, go ahead, brother. What were you gonna say?
Let me tell you what to do. Hey,
yes, sir.
Hey, look at shipping, how much it would be to overnight your PS5 to me. And Returnal.
Woo!
Right? And I'll handle that for you.
I'm not even mad at you, brother. Look, I can dig it. I can dig it. I'm glad that we're still friends after what happened with the whole 3070 card thing.
Nah, we'll talk about it later.
He said, "Oh, it ain't resolved yet." It ain't over yet.
Never.
With that said, oh man, hold on. Let me put this up here real quick. Come join us for the after show. Oh man, my brother. Woo. Man, hey, look, he got patience of gold. I did that and I thought about it afterwards. I said, Maz, what the hell was you doing? Why would you do that? But my brother, but he ended up with a better card than me anyway. I wish I could get a 3080 card. I can't even rock with him, man. Definitely. With that said, y'all catch me there, MM2K channel. I'm gonna be doing some Returnal, and some other stuff. And I want to do some more Godfall in celebration of the hopes that Godfall might be coming to Stadia. I did a rumors video on that last week, so definitely come check us out. All right, with that said,
hey, wait a minute. Thanks to everybody in this chat today, y'all. Damn, you lit it up again. You know what I'm saying? Just keep
Absolutely.
on coming back, and we're gonna keep on providing these shows, y'all. We're gonna try our best to bring y'all the most informative shows, entertaining shows out here that we could produce, man. So appreciate each one of y'all from top to bottom. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank y'all for y'all parents, man. We can't do this without y'all. I know a lot of people. Let me say this before we go. I know a lot of people don't appreciate what we do. Some of us think that we're too loud and we're too brass with it. They've told us before, Storm,
We're
right?
fanboys,
We're
defenders of the
fanboys.
platform.
Calm it down. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to safeguard or guard whatever the case may be.
Yeah. Gatekeep and all that.
Gatekeep and all that other stuff. Here's the thing. Reason for
Well,
everything.
you're the gatekeeper. They didn't really call me.
They didn't call you the gatekeeper.
You were the gatekeeper. I just rock with you, so that makes me the gatekeeper.
I'm you're my enabler. Like if anybody that don't y'all don't know Storm, y'all know if y'all knew Storm, y'all would know that Storm don't control nothing. I mean, or MM2K don't control nothing. Storm is his own man. Y'all believe what y'all want to believe, whatever. And like Storm says, the Dumosses will be the Dumosses, whatever.
Right.
But with
and
that
before
said,
we end out, since we're gonna go on, man, what y'all got to know about my bro right here, yo. If you look at the title of this damn, you look at the thumbnail and everything, man. The dude put me before him. Man, Stadia Dosage News, y'all. I keep trying to remind y'all, man. Stadia Dosage News is one of those platforms that we understand could be, you know what I mean, utilized in different ways. I know my brother talked about opening it up, man. We're gonna talk more about that because I don't want to see that fade out of existence in M2K. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely. And now I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, hey, look, content creators, those of you that may feel like that you're in the shadows and you ain't getting the proper burn, we want to, we're going to be throwing our ring in the hat as well. Like we've been talking about this since last year. We're going to be throwing our ring in the hat as well to help provide you a platform on top of what's already out there. You can utilize what's already out there and utilize us in order to help you, get to where you're at, because where you want to be. Because in order for us to be here now, someone had to help me out. You see what I'm saying? And we want to spread that love. I always looked at it as, someone, if you go pull someone out of quicksand and then you pull a leg in order to get them out of quicksand, but then they just go run off and leave you there sinking now. We don't operate like that. People pulled us out and we want to help and spread love back. And I know there's a lot of things that people may feel about our style, but again, we were here to help carve out a lane for us on Twitter. So important to the platform and so important for you to be able to feel like you can have the freedom to express yourself. You didn't have those freedoms before, and we helped carve that out. When it came to a lot of these reporters that were just saying anything all the time, when we were out here challenging them, that helped pump the brakes on that. How do I know? Because a lot of their associates were hitting me up. Yo, MM2K, you ain't have to do that. You got the goons out here, and not pump the brakes on a lot of that stuff. And now we're at a point to where there might be some bickering in the community or whatever, but it'll all handle itself out. This is a great community by far. We love y'all. We have great interaction with y'all every day, all day. You know what I'm saying? So all that will come to a pass as well. But understand that days like today have to happen. You know what I'm saying? Our good friend Ben Shun set an example for people, and we got to highlight that stuff. We got to, by us highlight, look, Digital Foundry, Storm, Digital Foundry don't do their backtrack of when they got the stuff all wrong. Remember when the Digital Foundry thing first came out? I know we're going over a little bit, but I just want to say this. When Digital Foundry first did that hit piece on Stadia, and we considered it a hit piece because they said FPSs don't play well on Stadia, which is the farthest thing from the truth. And they did it based off of a poor setup. Remember that? And remember, Storm, when people were telling us that they thought that article was okay to leave it alone, but we didn't leave it alone. And what happened? Digital Foundry came out and admitted. They had to go get Google's up and they admitted. Yeah, we kind of effed it up before, but now we're gonna get it right.
And then they went out in the parking lot and did the cyberpunk. But that's a whole nother story. You know what I'm saying?
They went,
out in the
they
parking
went behind
lot,
the Max,
taking somebody's Wi-Fi and all that. You know what I mean? Stealing the internet and stuff. But hey, shout out to Digital Foundry, man. They didn't get to 1 million because they're dumb. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
But all that stuff has impact. I'm telling you, I'm in DMs with your favorite YouTubers. YouTubers that, again, I love these guys. I'll catch a bullet for a lot of them, but they plotting the downfall of cloud gaming. I can't front. I'm not lying to you. They have taken rhetoric from this community and used it, played it back for me. Well, this guy said this, that, and the other.
And I tell you what, MM2K, I'd rather speak up on it than sit here and cry and whine and complain when it all vanishes, or if it all vanishes. You know what I'm saying? And I did nothing. Imagine that. I could have spoke up and said something. Damn, now they took away my favorite way to play for my kids, everybody. You heard? That's not gonna happen here.
So for every person that says, "Oh, leave Digital Foundry alone," "Oh, don't do this, don't do that," I'm telling you, I'm not lying. I'm not. This is not to pat myself on the back. This is just to say, to let y'all know that we're here for y'all. We're here for the community. For every one person that's like, "Oh, don't do that," I got a dozen others that hit me up and say, "Yo, thank you, MM2K. Thank you, Project Storm."
Nah, it's more than a dozen. Let's not understate that.
Oh, no. I'm not saying, I'm talking about for every naysayer that's like, "Oh, no, don't do that." I'm
just talking about the ones who are appreciative. You know what I'm saying?
They're appreciative. For every one of those, there's at least, to Storm's point, there's at least 12 to every, it's a 1 to 12 ratio. Or more. At least a dozen that come to us and be like, "Yo, thank you for doing what you do." I got people, man, that like Stadia now. My homie Double Cell E, I'll put him out there because he don't mind now. Double Cell E, staunch PlayStation guy. He would just hit me up behind the scenes. Yo, man, why didn't you tell me that this was so good? You know what I'm saying? Now he'll go out there and like a Stadia thing, but it's no problem. Because now we've cleared that path for him.
Finish that up, but we got them super chats right there too, man.
Oh yeah, we got Marcus G. Knight with the $2 and Jamie Reed with the $2 stickers. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate your support. And that's where your support goes to. Your support goes to efforts. You'll see it. Your support goes to efforts to us even to amplify the message for you. We're doing this for you. I can enjoy Stadia on my own and sip crumpets and tea and play elevator music on my own. But no, we're doing this for y'all. We're taking the lumps for the community because y'all deserve it. Y'all deserve to not have to deal with all the lying and all the silly stuff that's going out here with the media that's discouraging other players away. That's slowing down the pace of other players coming to the platform so we don't get the big ticket games, because that's what's happening. The big ticket game people in some ways are looking at and be like, well, does the player base justify the port? And the media is helping deter from that. So that's why we speak up. And then that's part of the reason why we speak up, but the main reason why we speak up is because regardless of a port here or there, it's not the truth. And it's detracting gamers from something that they might enjoy based upon lies and unfactual information. So, any other thoughts, Storm, before we get the hell up out of here? Go to this after party?
Nah, just give me 1 second before you get the hell up out of here, man.
Okay.
I got something to take care of real fast.
Okay, go ahead,
and
brother.
Done. You know what I'm saying? I want you to check that. I want you to read that, man. I want you to read that. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't let the people out here put out a little bit of cash, and everybody need their cash. Now listen, everybody need their cash these days in M2K. We don't take that lightly, right? So you already know what it is. So can you read that for your boy, man?
It says Project Storm, $5. I always try to add to the pot when you all do because it helps the unsuspecting cloud gamer out. Absolutely.
That's it. And so when we do giveaways and stuff, y'all, we see at one day, hey, maybe in this show, maybe in the after show, we can start telling people what we really are about, man. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
So again, we hear y'all. We get that a lot of y'all see the bickering and stuff like that, and y'all don't want to come from the shadows, and y'all hit us up behind the scenes, and you're like, oh man, please keep doing what you're doing. Oh, trust me, we ain't going nowhere. I want to tell you, we ain't going nowhere. No one's stopping this train. We didn't come here for friends. We came here for truth. We came here for clarity. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't like what we do, and that's fine. That's okay. They can go find what they like where it exists. We are here for the truth, and if you want stewards of the truth, if you want those that will help facts prevail, you're at the right place. Okay? That's it. Thank y'all so much. We appreciate y'all. We're doing it one more week. This is the last week I can do it though, Storm. We're doing it one more week. Members at any level now get to partake in the after party. But starting next week, it's going back. You have to be a prescription member or higher in order to partake in the after party. So, because I don't want to be unfair to those that are prescription members. So, shout out to Actuary Stud with the $5 sticker. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. Now we're heading over. As soon as this stream ends, the after party stream begins. Go to the community tab if you have difficulty finding it. After party 54 about to start. If you want access to it, just hit the join button. With that said, have a wonderful gaming day. Peace.
Peace, y'all. Thank you.
All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Hold on, let me get.